may call Mr. Shantanu Medi to address us.
First of all, when the topic came, said managing tomorrow, I never knew that we can manage tomorrow. Then I thought, I think managing in tomorrow's world made a little sense. So I tried to put the presentation such a way that the first part says that you cannot manage tomorrow. The second, keep pressing, keep pressing. That's where it has gone. Did he manage tomorrow? No. New factories came up. Keep pressing, keep pressing. That's tomorrow for premium. That was yesterday. Keep pressing. That's tomorrow. Hold on a second. We are manufacturing? No more. We are actually printing things. Now remember that printing things, how it is going to affect our tomorrow. All right. Hold on a second. First of all, you cannot manage tomorrow. Because tomorrow is future. Future is essentially unknown, uncertain, unpredictable. And you cannot assume that it will be same as today. So how can you manage tomorrow? Wait. And the problem is 80 to 90% of future has already happened because of the things you have done today or yesterday. The day you decided to enroll in DY Patel Management Institute, you have ensured that 2 years later you will become an MBA graduate. The day decided that you were going to work in a company, you decided that in future you are going to be somewhere. So it's uncertain, unknown, it's inevitable, and most of it has already happened. So how do you manage tomorrow? And the future is going to unfold the rest 10 to 20%, which has not happened already, by the things you are doing today, at present moment. Since you are sitting here and listening to these wonderful words, how you act on it will determine what will be the future. And future is risky. You have taken a risk. Some people have taken that risk around 2009. India was growing very fast, thought doing an MBA of these things. They enrolled, 2011 come, UPA 2 happened, no growth, no placement. As I told you, future is not like today. So it is risky. But you have facts, you have predictions, like big data can happen, based on which somebody will make projections, and people will stop that generally. But my suggestion is you make scenarios. From there you explore those various scenarios and even speculate if you want to create your future. Because this is going to be unpredictable. So basically, you've got to create your own future. So for creating those futures, you have to create and have certain tools, whether it is emotional intelligence, as Mr. Potney says, creating the right kind of habit, right kind of attitude, right kind of skills, so that you can create your own future. Best way to predict future is create it. The good part or the bad part is that future comes one day at a time. A lot of time we think tomorrow exams is 2 months away, the project needs to be completed 2 months away. So let's go and see movie that one day at a time, but the future is happening. So don't ignore today. Don't ignore the present, because that is when future is being created. So once you decided that you are going to create future, then how are you going to managing in the future? So this is the second part of the presentation. I'll spend a little bit more time on this. Mindset. Now I had an opportunity to be in a workshop with one of the greatest minds in management in the modern world, whose photographs and quote I have seen in the meeting room on DYPMS, Mr. Tucker, and it was about the future. So I had to go back and look. It was about 15 years back, and gentleman was closer to 90, sharp mind, and he was living in the present. So I had to go and look up a lot of things, and I have borrowed very heavily for this part of the presentation from that particular experience. And another one, I had an opportunity to represent in a workshop by PwC. It's about managing tomorrow's people. So I have borrowed some of the things from that. So it's good to acknowledge the sources of your knowledge, and you can find out this. Have a mindset about tomorrow. I mean, I've quoted it from Alice in Wonderland. I'm sure a lot of people have read it. Where this road goes to? Do you know where you're going? I don't know. Then it doesn't matter. So that is what comes. Even on the particular today, as Mr. Murjani said, what am I going to do today? What are the most important things to do? I will add to his active time management, prioritize, prioritize and prioritize, list it out. And one of the key tricks of prioritizing is what is must be done, what is nice to be done, what is must be done and must be done now, what is nice to be done and to be done today, and then there is what is the fire going on. We end up spending 90% of the time on the current fire, even if it has no values for tomorrow. If you have a fire going in your company, in your own life, go and get a firefighter. That is where the advice, talk to somebody who you trust. Discuss with somebody. But do not delegate the things what is must be done today and is an essential for tomorrow. That's the way the priority should come. Key principles, reflection. Innovation and entrepreneurship. Very, very important. Now, what is innovation? It is applying the same thing to solve a new problem or solving an old problem by methods. Now, there are a lot of examples I have heard about innovation, but the best example I have heard about is a mousetrap. The purpose is to kill the mouse because it creates a lot of problems. The very first was a mousetrap. You got this cheese, the mouse comes, it tries to eat it, chops his head off. Very dirty. Next innovation came with a door so that you can still catch it alive, throw it away somewhere 5 kilometers away from home. Neighbor's problem, not mine. Then came also very difficult, rat poison. But the problem with that, it dies somewhere and it smells. So you do one thing, say, no, I got this sticky pad. See, the same problem of killing the mouse or getting rid of mouse has come in very, very different ways.